Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And today's video, we're doing the next part in my series, well not series, we're doing the next part of 6 MCU movies I want to make. I forgot what number we're on, I forgot what part we're on. But with that said, let's get started talking about the next 6 movies that I'm making. So for me, this is basically my version of X-Men 2, in that it's sort of gonna play out mostly all the same beats. I know it may not sound as original where basically the kids of the X-Men go through the same thing that their parents did when they were older, and they basically have to find some new ways to do it. Where they're basically being chased by this guy, Strucker, the guy that turned Wolverine into Wolverine. You just get all this amazing stuff. I don't really know what any other ideas, but I want to do something cool with it though. I don't really know what I could do though. We'll dive more into it sooner or later. Now, Scar is basically my own version of the Incredible Scar, and basically this will tell the story of how the quarrel between how, you know, he actually became the Hulk. Like, this will I personally believe that this could be like its own like little story. Actually, matter of fact, I don't really know what I could do with this movie. I guess it could be some sort of Hulk movie. I don't know. I don't know what I could do with this movie, but I'm sure it'll be great. Now, this is a project that I'm sure I can do with, because you're basically taking a movie from a TV show and you're making it work, and that's pretty profound with what you're trying to do. So yeah, I think that because the Punisher show is actually in the MCU, like it's part of the MCU, so I could make connected. So I'm excited for that stuff. So I actually think I can make something that is related to the Punisher show and all that jazz. Okay, so I feel like whenever I'm talking about Spider-Man projects, I kind of get a little bit excited for it, especially for this one, because this one I will take a mixture of Spider-Man 2, the comic book where Ultimate Spider-Man gives up being Spider-Man, has to give up being Spider-Man, and then the mixture of Dr. Octopus's girl version of it coming into play. And mostly I wanted to make a trilogy of films that focus on Miles Morales, because as we're going to be learning in the first movie, it'll basically I actually never told you guys this, but the way I want to make my first Miles Morales Spider-Man movie is, if you guys remember, the way Miles Morales became Spider-Man is through Spider-Man dying. And the only time Spider-Man has ever died is back in Avengers Infinity War, when Thanos killed half of all life in the universe and Spider-Man was one of Thanos' victims. And because of that, that's going to transpire into Miles Morales becoming the next Spider-Man and being the hero for the next 5 years. And this movie, this trilogy of films is centered around Miles Morales, but the movie will focus a little bit more on Peter Parker as a character, where he's kind of going through a lot, where he's been dead for 5 years, and so he has a lot to handle with trying to find a home for him and his aunt to live in, trying to deal with school and getting caught up with it, trying to save the world as Spider-Man, and then now he has Miles Morales to worry about and try to teach him to be Spider-Man. And then also he's kind of jealous of Miles Morales that he's been the hero for 5 years, and Spider-Man hasn't really gotten that type of love before. And along the way, you also bring in Dr. Octopus, the girl version of it, like we kind of saw in Into the Spider-Verse, except this is my own version. And in the MCU, we are told that Dr. Otto Octavius is like this huge scientist that got killed a long time ago, and she's trying to recreate the stuff that her father did, except the stuff that happens to her kind of creates her to be this evil bad guy, and that's how she hates Spider-Man. So it's a different type of villain that's not created by Tony Stark. That's a cool thing about the movie. Also, I think the action is also going to be pretty good, and it's also going to have some little cool hero cameos, especially I'm planning to bring on the Defenders in the series, since actually I'll explain more on that later, but I have a couple of stuff I'm very excited to talk about with this movie. Okay, so I can't really talk much about this movie because, let's be honest, I've never seen anything about Blade. I never watched any of the Wesley Snipes movies. I've never watched any of the TV series. I never watched anything with Blade. I will be watching the Blade movies when the new one comes out. I'm just saying that right now. But I've never seen any of the Blade movies, so I can't really talk about them much. All I know is that it's the end of the trilogy for Blade movies, or at least until we get more Blade movies. That's just what I gotta say. And our final movie to talk about on here is the Elektra movie. So basically, as we have seen Elektra in the Daredevil show, which is a part of the MCU, we can actually get an Elektra movie sometime later this year. Or, well, not this year, no. Sometime, if I decide to make it, or if it comes true, so. I think that we can make a little bit of I don't know anything about the Elektra character. All I know is that she's like this assassin. That's all I know about her. I don't know anything about her character, so don't come to me asking about her, so. But I think that unless they didn't explore her origins in Daredevil, I mean, if you have seen the Daredevil show, or if you've seen any of the Netflix Marvel shows, comment down below if they actually explored her origin story already. But yeah, I think if this movie could actually explore her origins of why she's so like this, and how it sets up her character in Daredevil. I want to see the Netflix TV shows to see what they're all about. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this. I know it wasn't as interesting today. The movie that I was really more interested in was like Ultimate Spider-Man No More, but that's just how I was. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram name is Marvel6 and my TikTok name is MarvelFan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my back section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as Instagram. I'm _6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.